All right, everybody, not only is our first guest a very talented actor who you've seen in movies like Crazy Rich Asians and Last Christmas, he's also the first ever Kelly Clarkson Show eggnog pong world champion.
Suck.
Oh! He spoke too soon.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
You're kind of kicking my behind in this game. Congrats, you are the first eggnog pong world champion.
Come on.
Do you want to put it on? Here we go.
Of course I do.
Okay.
I'm walking out with it.
And that was the last time I had bourbon. He was really good at that game. His new movie is called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's in theaters Friday. Please welcome Henry Golding, everybody.
The last time I saw you, it was like a tiny
in
studio.
LA, it was tinier. Yes, and we have like I think it's twice the size of the audience, or 3 times. I don't know. It's a huge audience.
Energy.
And the energy in New York is so different.
Yeah.
How
Actually,
are you?
I've got a question for you because I've been sort of thinking about this. I've been speaking to people, and this morning I actually went for a pastrami sandwich. Is that like a morning thing to do for New Yorkers? No.
No.
Is that more of an afternoon? Okay, so that's a faux pas.
No.
I just felt like a pastrami
Did someone stop you and say, oh, it's a classic thing we do
I
here?
called my friend. I was like, oh, I'm having breakfast. I'm getting a pastrami sandwich. They're like, that is the strangest thing. That's weird.
Yeah.
Meat first thing in the morning. No good.
Well, but the weird thing, steak and eggs. I don't
there
know.
you go. There you go.
I don't mind meat in the morning. Yeah. Well, still, okay.
Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, dear. We got to get a fan for you, Kelly. You look a little hot under the collar.
Are you serious? Those are the words I used? Like, I was like, did I just say that? It's not a bad thing, though. Okay, here we go. Okay, so do you still have that belt, the ping pong? You kicked my butt.
It's on my mantelpiece.
Of course.
I see it and
it's next to all the other awards.
I kiss it goodnight every evening. So
exactly.
Look at the champ.
Remember the glory days.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you had a travel show, which I find so exciting. I love traveling. It's such a blessing. Not everybody gets to do it.
Yeah.
Well, you posted this photo of one of your trips. So where is this? And what in the... And here's my real question.
Yeah.
So you're hiking not with someone if they're taking that picture of you, because you're very far.
Well, no, in fact, I am hiking with someone. His name's Craig Adams. He's
I know,
like
but
this
how
phenomenal
long are
actor.
you apart?
I mean, it looks like it's really far around, but it's like maybe like a 3-minute walk to.
Oh, never mind. Okay, you ruined it.
It's actually in Yosemite. It's Half
I
Dome.
love Yosemite. Yeah.
Yeah, so
beautiful.
I mean, local if you're California, but an American hike. It's like one of the most phenomenal things. It was like a 2-day hike, but people do it in a day.
Yeah.
And my knees turned to jelly like halfway through this thing, and I was like, I cannot quit on this guy, because I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, you have to take me hiking whenever you get the chance. And finally, a year later, he was
Wait,
like...
you didn't know this dude?
No, I didn't know him, but I've been following him.
Have you
kind of
ever
weird
heard of
like that. I'm
Dateline?
really strange. I know.
Like, what?
I'm kind of strange like that. I love meeting people who are really passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
And if it's in the interest that I love, I'll hit them up and be like, oh my God, feed me all information that you have. And I like kind of collecting that. And so I hit him up. A year later, he was like, I'm going to do the Sierras or kind of Yosemite. Like, are you going to be around? I was like, if you do Yosemite, I'm coming out with you.
Yeah,
so he took me.
It's beautiful.
The next day, it was in the news. There was like this 90-year-old person made it up there in one day, and I was just like, this is insane. I felt like such a...
That was me at my first
terrible.
yoga class. I looked over and this 90-year-old woman is just killing it, and her legs are all over the place, and I was like, I'm like touching my toes. I'm like, well, okay, cool. I love it. You should go to Yellowstone too.
Oh no,
yeah, Yellowstone's beautiful as well. I like Yosemite.
Yeah.
For me, Yellowstone is like next level, like of just. uncharted kind of
Yeah.
beauty kind of thing. Yeah. Also, you would like Momoa does something like you just said. Jason, he has a whole show that he like dives into people.
Right, yeah. Like he loves craftsmen and
that's what I'm saying, but like
artisans.
he dives into just stuff he likes, kind of like what you're just
Yeah.
saying, and it's a really cool show. You should check it out, or do your own like that. It's really cool. Or don't steal his idea. Don't say I said that. Okay. I was like, or do it together.
Thanks, I'll write that down.
So we were just talking about kids. You have 2 daughters,
I got
right?
2 beautiful daughters, yes.
Yeah. Do they travel
I'm girl
with
dad.
you? Yeah.
They do. They're actually in Munich right now.
It's a shame your wife is so unattractive. God.
I got lucky.
Jeez,
I got lucky.
yeah. They're so cute. Look
I
at them.
know. This the new one's a redhead. Can you believe it? Yeah, she's like.
You know what? My son has blue eyes, and my ex has brown, and I have hazel. So it's
insane.
yeah. DNA is
I'm
weird.
half English. She's half Taiwanese, half Italian. And she
Yeah.
literally, my first sort of pulled from our exotic side, and then the latest flow like pulled from just sort of our Caucasian side. So she's fair,
Hilarious.
red hair. It's crazy.
She's gonna think she's adopted when she's older. She's like,
Yeah, I gotta
"Who's
check
my
the
real
milkman's
daddy?"
color of his hair.
I know. When my son was born, I swear, I think Lester, we were at rehearsal, and he was just like, "Whose daddy is that?" Because he was like, he has big blue eyes, and I was like, "I swear." I was like, "But did they travel with you?" Like,
They
is
do,
that-
yeah. So right now I'm filming in Munich, and they're over there.
Munich,
So I'm gonna head back this afternoon. But
Yeah.
we were in like Portugal recently. We've been trying to travel as much as possible together.
It's
hard
cool,
though.
but
But
it
it's
is
easier
hard,
now when
yeah.
they're younger.
Yeah.
But when they get older, obviously they'll.
The schooling, starts to, because River, my daughter, went like everywhere with me, and now she's like, why do we never go anywhere? I'm like, well, you have school. So your wife, I had a lot of difficulties with pregnancy, like hospitalized for both mine. I heard that your wife had difficulties with the second daughter, right?
Yes, exactly. So they both got a blood infection during the actual labor, and she had pneumonia. And so the baby was intubated for I think 10 days. Had to run a course of antibiotics, and we were back and forth. So the baby was in the NICU on one end of the wing of the hospital, and Liv was resting and sort of getting back to health on the other end. Lila was in school, so I was sort of. Yeah, this is the video. So I was kind of running in between for like 3 weeks. We just lived in this bubble, and it was amazing in a way that we were able to sort of, we had the best help,
Get the care,
get
yeah.
everybody back to sort of but it was really a challenging moment. And my wife is just so strong and pulled through, but it kind of made us think twice about sort of going through it again, because you just never know, and you don't know if that's the risk that you kind of want to take.
Absolutely.
So, but it was
And
well
it's
worth
such a
it 'cause
hard
we
time
have-
for her. You're so emotional after having a baby. Like, the
my
whole
God.
thing is so emotional. I can't even, and then your baby's not near you. I couldn't even imagine.
But you also feel as
How
a
do you
father.
gauge that? Do you feel helpless?
No,
Like,
exactly that. As a father, there's only so much you can do. You have
Yeah.
to offer as much of yourself as possible, be it energy, be it time, be it support.
Yeah.
But you are 100% helpless. Like, I think it's probably, she hates me saying this, but the most traumatic experience is being by your bedside, like willing your wife to be able to get through this really
'Cause you have no
stressful
sense of
situation.
control, yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's fine. I'm in the zone, and like, all the birth hormones are sort of flowing through. But for me, I'm just like looking at her, and she's talking in tongues, and I'm just like, what can I do?
You're not okay, man.
Yeah. She's like, I'm fine.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's the worst. I'd never do it again. Well, the thing is, you forget, and you think. And my doctor said, "Oh, there's no way it can be bad the second time," and it was worse. Anyway, lies. Let's talk about your new movie. So it's called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes.
So it's. I didn't know this, but it's based off of a true story.
Yeah, it's based on the conception of the British SOE, which is the Secret Operations Executive, or the Special
I was like, wow, it's
Operations
not so
Executive.
secret.
No, not so secret. The Special Operations Executive, which splits into sort of all of the kind of MI5 and the special units. But it was a group of men that Churchill had sent behind enemy lines to disrupt the flow of the German advancement of the U-boats into
Yeah.
Europe. So it was kind of a Hail Mary as such. And there's a fantastic book called Operation Postmaster, which the movie is set on. And Henry Cavill plays Gus March Phillips,
Yeah.
and he is phenomenal in this film with a fantastic beard, which
Yeah.
he
I
spent
love a beard.
many a day growing and
Yeah.
twizzling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love a beard. I know it is. They just showed that picture, and I was like, everyone's so unattractive, Henry. I was like, geez.
Yeah, it was a horrible bunch.
Yeah, I was like, wow. They were like, no one ugly allowed.
Stuck in a boat with us? What do you reckon?
Yeah. I know, it's so cool. I love those stories, and I love, like, I had no idea that it was based off a true story. It's, like, really powerful.
I mean, it's definitely sort of
Loosely,
a bombastic view or a Guy Ritchie sort of twist on this phenomenon, because actually Operation Postmaster went without a flaw. There was not a single gunshot that was fired, or not a single sort of person that was sort of killed on the mission itself. So they were very, very good at what they did.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But we had to, like,
that's a little not as exciting
make it a little
for
bit more
movie.
fun.
Yeah, and nothing happened.
Yeah. All right, guys, back to.
I mean, it means you're doing a great job, but
England.
it's not very entertaining. Yeah. Well, explain your character in the movie.
Yeah, so I play a character called Freddie Alvarez, who's kind of the saboteur as such, a bit of a pyromaniac, a little pipe smoker.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of rustic around the edge,
okay.
rough around the edges. But he's the demolitions expert. So
Yeah.
I'm the guy that straps the bombs onto the things people don't want blown up, but does get blown up.
Yeah. Were you like that as a kid? Were you ever like a mischievous kid?
You know, there was a time where me and my brother had watched Rambo, and we filled a bottle of Coca-Cola, like with the glass bottles, with kerosene, and we threw it. I mean, it's terrible story. But we were living in Malaysia, we threw it, and there was nothing. It was like an open field on the end. We didn't really think about the consequence of our actions. But we threw it, and we kind of just looked at each other and were like, oh, whoa, what did we just do? Waiting for this engulfment. But luckily, it must have fallen in a puddle or something, because nothing happened. So, but then
you were bad
thinking
at it,
back
so
on
good.
it, we were like, this could have been pretty bad.
No. Oh, I remember when we were kids, we used to take, I don't know if y'all did like the lighter and the hairspray, like Aquanet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, did you ever do the hand, like cover with it, and then...
Yes. I was weird too. Yeah. Kids are, man, it's kind of
Don't
alarming.
play with fire.
I know. I'm like, my kids are not going to watch this episode. Yeah. Like, your mother never did anything. Yes.